Some words charm her, but the right words, they haunt her in the best way possible. Most men throw compliments like confetti, predictable, empty, forgettable. You're beautiful, nice smile. I like your vibe. She's heard it all before. 100 times, 1,000. And guess what? It never sticks. But every now and then, she hears something different. Something that doesn't flatter her. It unsettles her. Something that doesn't praise her looks. It pulls her in. That's where forbidden compliments come in. These aren't about surface-level validation. These are weapons crafted to bypass logic and pierce straight into emotion. They make her pause, lean in, and crave more. Not of your words, but of you. In this video, we're diving into the top 3 forbidden compliments that flip the script completely. Not only will they make you unforgettable, they'll plant a seed in her mind that keeps growing long after the conversation ends. These aren't pickup lines, they're psychological hooks. Use them wisely and watch how she looks at you like she's never looked at anyone else. You're not like anyone I've ever met. It sounds simple, but its impact is anything but ordinary. Most guys try to stand out by complimenting a woman's looks, humor, or style, thinking that praise alone will unlock her interest. But those are the compliments she's trained to deflect. They bounce off the armor she's built from years of hearing the same tired lines. This compliment? It slides under the radar. It bypasses appearance and lands somewhere deeper, her identity. Because every woman secretly wants one thing, to be seen as irreplaceable. She doesn't want to feel like another pretty face or just another name in your phone. She wants to feel like there's something about her, unspoken, unexplainable, that's gotten under your skin. Something no one else has ever noticed. That's the genius of this line. It doesn't define her. It invites her to define herself through your eyes. It plants a seed of curiosity. What does he see in me that others don't? And the moment she starts wondering that, she's already emotionally invested. But here's the key. Delivery matters. Say it after a real moment. When she's opened up, done something unpredictable, or let her guard down, don't say it with swagger. Say it like a thought that just slipped through. Soft, curious, honest. And then walk away from the explanation. Let it hang. Let her sit with it. Because mystery is magnetic. And when you make her feel like a one of one, you don't just flatter her, you ignite her. She'll replay that moment, rewind your words, and in a world full of men who speak loudly, you become the one who made her feel silently unforgettable. Not because they're the loudest, not because they're dressed to impress, but because their presence carries weight. And when you tell her, you've got a kind of energy that's hard to ignore. You're doing more than complimenting her. You're recognizing her power. This line hits different. It doesn't speak to her looks. It speaks to her aura, the unspoken vibe that lingers even after she's gone. And that's what makes it so forbidden, so unforgettable. Because most guys focus on appearance, eyes, body, and smile. That's expected. That's forgettable. But when you speak to the energy she gives off, you're diving beneath the surface. You're telling her, I see something deeper, something you don't even show everyone. And now, she's hooked. This compliment works on a psychological level for 3 key reasons. It makes her feel magnetic. You're not saying she's pretty, you're saying she pulls you in. It sparks curiosity. She'll instantly wonder, what energy, What does he feel when he's around me? It sets you apart. You're no longer just another guy with a smooth line. You're the one who noticed what no one else did. Timing is everything here. Use it when her presence shifts the atmosphere. Maybe she laughs a certain way. Maybe she walks into a room and every eye naturally follows. That's your moment. Look at her. Pause like the thought just hit you and say, "You've got a kind of energy that's hard to ignore." Say it slow. Say it like you're still trying to figure her out. And then don't say anything else. Let the silence do the rest. She'll lean in. She'll want to know more. Because now you're the mystery she can't stop thinking about. Not because they were long, not because they were deep, but because they felt different. That's exactly the power of this line. Talking to you feels different. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's devastatingly effective because it opens a door in her mind that you never fully close. Here's why this works like a psychological charm. It doesn't flatter, it unsettles in a good way. It doesn't compliment her looks or charm. It complements the connection. And when you say this mid-conversation, when the energy's flowing and the moment feels authentic, it plants a thought she can't stop replaying. Why does he feel that way? What is it about me? What's different about this? And now, she's emotionally invested. You didn't declare love. You didn't lay out your intentions. You simply made an observation and left it open-ended. And that's what makes it irresistible. The mystery, the tension, the idea that something between you feels rare, even if neither of you can fully explain it. It flips the script. Suddenly, she's the one wondering. She's the one chasing clarity. And every time she thinks back to your words, she's not remembering what you said. She's remembering how it felt. To make it land, timing is everything. Don't rush. Let it slip out like a thought you weren't planning to say. Drop it when the vibe is deep, maybe after a moment of laughter, vulnerability, or silence. And then, don't explain. Just let it hang in the air like smoke. Subtle, mysterious, unforgettable. Because the second she starts to wonder why you feel different talking to her, she'll start feeling different about you. You've just been handed 3 of the most powerful compliments a man can use, but these aren't lines. They're triggers. Triggers that unlock emotion, spark obsession, and make you unforgettable in her mind. While most guys are busy trying to impress with recycled praise, you now know how to leave a lasting imprint, not by flattering her looks, but by recognizing her essence. You're not chasing approval, you're planting curiosity. You're flipping the dynamic from predictable to magnetic. You're not like anyone I've ever met. You've got a kind of energy that's hard to ignore. Talking to you feels different. Each of these compliments hits her in a place no generic praise ever could. Her identity, her presence, her soul. And the best part, you're not over-explaining. You're not seeking validation. You're dropping subtle truths, letting them echo in her mind, and walking away with the power of mystery on your side. Because when you speak to who she is, not just how she looks, you become the man she can't stop thinking about. So here's your move. Use them genuinely. Deliver them with intention. And most importantly, say less. Let your silence do what loud compliments never can. Drop a comment below with the word different if you're ready to move beyond the surface and start triggering real attraction. Hit subscribe if you want more high-level insights on communication, connection, and confidence. And check out the next video, where we break down how to hold a conversation that makes her emotionally addicted. Because compliments might get her attention, but depth is what makes her stay.